Good evening, beloved Master. Hello, friend channel. We are here once again for an important message that we must convey to all human beings at this difficult and complicated time, filled with so many modifications on the material and spiritual level, as well as in the astral plane. As Master Tanaka correctly pointed out, and is being transmitted by all our great masters and our friends, beings of light, the important thing is that you have this feeling of being with God in your heart at this time, to really be giving your life to your Christ-like being, and consequently to Almighty God. It is very important that this connection with your Christ-like being is much, much broader. Once again, this is the reason for the importance of applying the Kuan Yin technique, which was channeled by Master Kuan Yin precisely to prepare you for this rather complicated moment in which we live in. We on the spiritual plane know that these people who receive the message, who hear us now, are people who are already prepared, already able to live in the higher dimension. They are people who have already chosen, who have already been selected and decided to be at this very moment physically on our planet, and are already aware of the changes that have been taking place. So we already have a good path in relation to other human beings. However, it is necessary to have the commitment, the dedication to turn this knowledge into actions that will bring spiritual evolution. Therefore, you who are listening to us must have the effort to vibrate, to think, to feel, to act, to have attitudes, to communicate, always in the greatest vibration, always following your heart, always following the principles, not only spiritual, but also the moral principles that you know very well. We are sure, we beings of light are sure, that all of you already know how to differentiate the positive energies from the negative energies. You already know what brings negativity, what lowers the vibrations, and what brings you closer to your Christ-like being. Therefore, one must have goodwill. One must have the faith to follow the path of evolution. You must act. We are no longer working as if we have something to do in the future, and for that we must prepare ourselves. No, we are already in the moment of transitions. We are already living in the transition. Therefore, there is no more time for planning, no more time for reflections. The moment is of action. The moment is of spiritual elevation. We beings of light, analyzing and observing you who are so special, we get really the feeling, let's say, a little negative about the effort you have been applying to reach the fifth dimension. Little effort is being applied, and these are things that, although are easy, find a lot of resistance to be done. We know that it is difficult to disconnect from the material plane, from the discussions, from the duality, from the negative energies that are in the air because of the political issues, social issues, and other issues that have been disseminated and surfaced by the media. We know that all these social issues, politics, etc., will only bring negativity into your lives, nothing more. It is the matrix calling you to vibrate so that you continue to vibrate in the third dimension. And this is what has been happening in most of your homes, in most of the environments you've been going to. You should be, and we have the faith you are, sources of light. You are the people who will bring clarity to humanity. And for this, you must strive to be examples, to be those who will serve as light, who will illuminate the way of others. However, most of you still resist the old habits. Habits that, by the way, in the vision that we beings of light have, is not taking you anywhere. Quite the contrary. These habits are making you still regress, still vibrate down low, giving opportunity to our low-spirited brothers who are even more eager to harass, even more eager to get energy involuntarily in a negative way. Many disembodiments are about to happen. They are already happening, and several others will still happen, as we said before. And each of you special human beings who have been prepared for this moment and who do not try to follow your heart and to vibrate positively, cause us a feeling of sadness, of waste. But it is necessary that we all move forward, vibrating positively. We also see many people dedicating themselves to prayers, to meditations, to the application of the technique. Like that, we rebalance our energies. Many of you are ready to receive our messages and to also be instruments of our messages. There is little missing, but that little bit is taking too long to arrive. Therefore, again, we beings of light, in one voice, we ask all of you to pray. But first, pray for each of you to rise. We have heard many beautiful requests, many fraternal requests, showing a positive feeling for others. But that little bit remains missing for you to enter the fifth dimension. And then you can help more effectively all fellow men, all of your loved ones, with that differentiated vibration, with differentiated learning, with open communication with us. That is when the magic will occur in your lives. Some of you have gone and experienced the fifth dimension, have seen the magic happen, but return to negative vibration, return to some old habits that have caused the energies to diminish again. It is a great pity. It is a great regret. It is necessary that you are no longer influenced by what you already know has been influencing you for so many years, and that you too already know should be avoided. And I ask you then, why not avoid it? So why not continue in the proper vibration? So why go back to living in the illusion? Why return to live in the low vibrations away from spirituality? I know that for some of you, there will be great challenges to vibrate in a high energy for situational reasons, for financial difficulties, for difficulties related to society, or because of relationships. We on the spiritual plane understand these issues. But what is more important than living in the fifth dimension? What is more important than experiencing the magic, experiencing the wonderful, magnificent experiences that only the fifth dimension provides us? Why continue to suffer because of these situations that the matrix itself proposes to us, suggests us? We know what the feelings are, which are the exact feelings that brings us down: anger, rage, sadness, melancholy, etc. And we also know how to avoid them. We know that the vibration of unconditional love, of affection, of fraternal affection elevate us. We know all this, don't we? Therefore, it is a matter of making us aware of the actions. The actions must be carried out now, and there is no more time for us to leave it for later, to leave it for the future. The future has arrived. The moment of changes, of transitions, of the great transition has arrived. So there is no more time for preparation. We must act. We must act according to the laws of God, the moral laws. Act according to our intuitions, according to what our heart tells us. Deep in the heart is the answer to everything. Therefore, my beloved, let's act, pray, meditate, apply the Kuan technique, seek the truth deep in your heart, and act in faith. Act according to your goodwill. Very well. Have a great week, everybody. So be it, so it is. Oh, thank God.